let's go to November the 16th of 2021. What were you and Justin doing that day?
Well, he had called me up, came and picked me up. We had went because they had to take a drive in South Memphis somewhere. And me and him was out, we was riding, trying to get one of the artists that day that was doing the drive down there. And as we was out there, I got out on foot, and there was a lot of folks out there standing with guns with her. Justin was in the car. And he called me and told me that he had got a call that Young Dolph was at a gas station up the street from where we was at. So I ran back to the truck, and I jumped back in the truck. When we got to the gas station, Dolph was gone. So we rode around for a minute, then he dropped me back off at the house. And I laid down that night, and he was like, tomorrow we go back out and see what's up.
What's going on, y'all? This is True.
Got this shit from CBS, Al 7.
I ball that shit. Nigga, see, I ain't had to put land let it drip in nothing. Is you a trapper or is you not a trapper?
Are you a trapper?
Tell your ass out of here, man.
I'm gonna take your shit, fuck it. Smoke on a Young Dolph's blood today. Bloody cup of potion, eh? Cheerio. Damn.
Shut up there.
Yeah, my boy. What is this nigga?
I know I ain't think it was over with. I know I ain't think it was over with.
All right, who is Bobby Carter, y'all? Who stays in the mound on Bradley Street? Who knows? You're gonna see his photo. They already said he stayed across the street from Quet. Anybody can help us fill in the blanks. Is that his real name? Because they say he's no longer with us, and me and the whole team could not find one article of how he died, when he died. I believe it was around July 2022. So if anybody can IG me and True Results #2, or get in the comment section and let us know what you know about Bobby Carter. Is that his real name, and how did he die? And we appreciate that. True.
Yeah, this little C right here, this was the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot your woo, the woo, and...
What's going on, y'all? This is True. Salute to everybody. Like I always like to say before we begin, in this video right here, we're gonna be digging into the mysterious circumstances surrounding, as we know, Bobby Carter. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna let Cornelius Smith update y'all for those who don't know who Bobby Carter is. Now, the funny thing about, well, the interesting thing about Bobby Carter is that, like dominoes, three of the top people that can directly link any involvement to Hernandez Govan, like dominoes, got deleted, no longer with us. Those three people will be CEO Teezy, Big Jook, and Bobby Carter. Bobby Carter stayed right across the street from Quet. It's a lot of things happen across the street from Quet. The video shoot that Cornelius was in with the mask on, looking like he a straight hitman. I'm starting to believe that's what he is. So we'll get to that in a minute. That video shoot, same house where they coincidentally left the Mercedes parked there, across from Quet House. Desmond Rogers, rest in peace, Desmond Rogers, he lived diagonally in the house in the backyard of where they left the car at. He also got unalived in front of Quet's house. Well, it's a lot of things that happened in front of Quet's house, coincidentally that is. But in this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all something. Shout out to the truth. I want to know if I want to put my sources out there, but they know who they are for this information. In this video, we're just gonna be taking a look at who is Bobby Carter and why was he one of those falling dominoes out of the three? I believe they was gonna get Cornelius too, but he luckily, whatever, however, that got arrested by the U.S. Marshals the day after he talked to Quet. And Quet told him, yeah, they shooting at me. If they continue to come holler at me, I'm gonna tell them go holler at William Massey. And I showed you in the last video that something happened behind the scenes that caused a conflict of interest between Govan's lawyer that he has been dealing with for the last 20 years that made him switch lawyers and got Manny Arara, his BFF. Did y'all notice that Manny is going on tour with him? Oh yeah, he's at No Jump. Everywhere Govan go, Manny go. Gotta pay attention. So that's what we're gonna be doing in this video. And I want y'all to pay close attention like you never did before to Cornelius' testimony. Now I'm gonna break it up so I don't lose people into segments of this important point. But if you don't listen closely, you will not be ready for the video that's next. And so you know how True do it. Now who is Bobby Carter and who took him out? Because it couldn't have been the hitman Cornelius. And then also gonna lead us to Paper Route Wu incident. Well, out of respect, I ain't want to show Wu's mother, her Facebook page and none of that, out of respect. But I will say this, Cornelius testified that, as y'all finna hear, I'm gonna let him tell it, about how he tried to be stepdaddy to Wu and then sent the hit out on Wu. What is it about Wu? Because his name was on the list too. So it gotta be something. And y'all just pay close attention and then you will be in tune. And I have to ask y'all, please pay attention. Please. Because you don't want to miss. I told y'all this level 2. We are not playing. Like, share, subscribe, our support. Cash App, y'all already know what that is. $ TRURESULTS #2. Stay blessed, stay true, and stay safe. Without further ado, let's get into it. It's one love, y'all.
Prior to that, were you involved in any other shootings?
Well, one day, Mr. Govan had provided me with a gun. And he told us that Paper Route Wu was at home one day. So as we approached the house, with me, Bobby, Justin, and another guy, I don't know the other guy's name. Bobby dropped me off. I get out walking on foot. Paper Route Wu coming out the house, and he had his gun in his hand at the time. And I was walking up the street. And me and him had a shootout or whatever. And the gun he provided me had jammed up. So, I had to duck and Bob and weed, and Bobby had got to me. We got in the car and went back to his house and reported what had happened to him. And he was glad I ain't get killed that day right there. But Bobby was like, he wasn't messing with this stuff because he was believing what Justin them told him about we messed it up or whatever. And we didn't have our masks on and all this, so Bobby fell back.
Was there an incident with Paper Route Wu that you're aware of prior to the incident where you were involved?
Nah, I don't know nothing else about like no incident with Paper Route Wu. Just this shootout that I had with him, that's all I know about it. And he was saying that like he was going.
Who was he?
Mr. Govan was saying he was going.
Let me stop. Did you call Mr. Govan?
Nah, I call him Quick. I call him
Alright.
Quick. That's what I do.
That was your nickname?
Yeah, Quick.
Would you feel more comfortable calling him Quick?
Yeah, I call him Quick.
Okay.
Quick was saying that he was gonna he would pay by Woo Mama or whatever to find out what they be about, you know, play up on the other, find out where, you know, Woo and them be is, so we could reach out and touch them, like find out where they is.
Was it just he was going to see where Woo was, or was there other paper route artists?
Any one of them, like Woo or anybody in paper route, he was gonna make sure that, you know, he could play because the Mama liked him, so he was gonna try to play their father figure and, you know, find out where they is and make sure we can reach out and touch them.
So from when you met him in Midsummer, the shooting with Paper Route Woo, how far from when you met him to when that shooting was?
I just can't recall, but it wasn't long after I met him though.
And was it a couple of days, couple of weeks?
I said a couple of weeks, probably about a month and a half or so, you know. I can't be specific about it. I ain't gonna lie like this.
Were you all looking for specific paper route empire artists?
Yeah, we were looking for whoever we could find. So, you know, at the time like on certain days or what, like we were doing whatever we can. You know what I'm saying?
In regards to the bounty, were there other conversations about the bounty?
Well, after that incident with Paper Route Woo or whatever, and the gun jammed up, like I think probably the next day I pulled up old Quick House or whatever and to buy some pills. And when I pulled up, it was a truck sitting in front of his house or whatever.
Okay, what kind of truck?
I can't remember. I ain't gonna lie.
Like an SUV truck or F-150 truck?
Like an SUV truck.
Okay.
But I pulled up and I got out and when he said he was sitting up there with Jook. And he was like, here go a little C right here. Here go C right here. So Jook was like, hold up, man. We ain't doing no talking around these phones, you know, take these phones outside.
Who said that?
Jook.
Jook.
Before we got to talking, he was telling him, like, we ain't talking around no phone, take the phones outside.
Who was he telling to take the
He
phone?
was telling Quick that. Quick,
Okay.
take the phones outside.
And did Quick take y'all's phones outside?
Yeah, I gave him my phone. He set him outside on the trail or whatever. And came back in and was like, yeah, this little C right here, this was the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot your woo. And,
Hold on, you did a whole lot of whoop.
well, you know, basically saying, this the one that shot it, woo. And, this one of the ones that I got to, you know what I'm saying, that I got on the business too. And Jook basically like nodding his head like, y'all gonna get y'all money, y'all handle y'all business, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get y'all money.
What was the person you decided to describe as Quick? What was Quick saying?
He was just letting him know that, you know, I was one of the ones that he got on the business, that he had to put the work in or whatever.
Okay.
That he hired for the
Because I'm gonna need you to slow that down. He the one that hired on the business to do what now?
to make one of these, get a hit, do the hit, do the hit.
I'd like to pass you a photograph. Do you recognize the person in that photograph?
Yeah, it is Quick and Big Jook.
Okay. Your Honor, if we could have that photograph entered into evidence as the next number you see.
No objection, Your Honor.
This is a picture of two gentlemen with white shirts, t-shirts on that's been described by the witness as Quick and Big Jook. We'll mark this as exhibit.
Your Honor, before we publish, I would simply just ask if you have a time frame with this photo as far as authentication goes.
Sure, let me mark it first. Mark this as exhibit 4 for this hearing.
How did you meet Justin Johnson?
I met him through Quick as well.
At what point did you meet him through Quick?
Like around the time we did that, they hit on Paper Route Woo. When we went and shot at him, like that was like my first initial meet with him around that time.
And you said you met him through Quick or Mr. Dolphin. How did you meet him? Describe it.
When When they found out that Wu was at the house or whatever, me and Bobby were called, and he called Justin up too, and we all met up at his house.
And who's he?
Quick House. We all met up at Quick House, and me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle, and Justin and another guy jumped in another vehicle.
But he was putting you all together.
Yeah, Quick put all us together.
Okay, you didn't know Justin before this day?
No ma'am.
Never seen him?
Never seen him, never met him, I knew nothing about him.
All right, so some point we'll get to November, but what was your interaction with Justin over the course from when you met him?
After we did that and the gun jammed over paper out Wu, Justin then went back and told Quick that me and Bobby so-called messed it up or whatever. So, you know, Quick was like, y'all had y'all masks on. Justin them told him we ain't have our masks on. I ain't have my mask.
No man knew that this was going on, and he asked
Right,
you to have
he
a
the one
mask.
gave me the gun to go out there.
And he asked you to have a mask on.
Right, he asked me that.
Okay.
And he was saying like Justin was telling him that we messed it up or whatever, and that's when Bob was like he ain't doing nothing with nobody, he ain't getting involved in it or whatever, because Quick believe everything Justin them say, and you know at that time Quick basically telling me like get with Johnson and get with Justin them, and you know what I'm saying, handle the bid, you want to get this money. Since Bobby acting like he acting, you know what I'm saying.
I don't know what you said.
Since Bobby acting like he acting, he told me to get with Justin and them, you know, since Bobby had pulled out of it.
Oh, Govan told you to get with Justin?
Yeah, Quick told me to get with Justin.
Okay. And what reason was he telling you to get with Justin?
So we could find one of the any artists to get this money, you know. And
So, what would Govan gain out of you all getting a bounty or hit on one of the paper route?
he was getting a cut out of it. You know, he supposed to got $10,000 for me.
No matter who you hit or if it was...
Nah, Young Dolph, he supposed to get 10,000. I did 100,000. I did 50,000. I was getting, he was getting 10,000 out of it.
So throughout the summer, going into the fall, did you and Justin and Govan...
in the whole case?
I think you get in bed with dogs, you get fleas, and that should have been done all the way through. If I could find all the holes in the case after 4 years of police investigations, you darn well know they could have. And I frankly think they shaded things, did whatever they had to do politically to make this a case, and they didn't actually go after the real perpetrators.
Anything else you'd like to say?
I'm good.
Monday morning quarterbacking, it's so difficult without being able to speak to the jury to know what caused one result or caused another. All I'm prepared to say is that the trial team was very well prepared and did an excellent job, and the system is what the system is.
That was the
This is News Channel 3 at 4.
New on your news leader at 4, an exclusive sit-down interview. We're hearing from the foreman of the jury in the murder trial of Hernandez Govan last week. After 3 days of testimony and 3 hours of deliberations, the jury returned with a verdict. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. Govan was indicted in connection to the shooting death of Memphis rapper Young Dolph.
But the jury foreman is telling WREG's Jurita Patterson in this exclusive interview that a lack of evidence meant there was no other option but to acquit.
Under a cloak of secrecy and under the agreement their voice would be altered, the foreperson for the 12-member jury that acquitted Hernandez Govan is speaking exclusively to your news leaders.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Hernandez Govan, not guilty.
From the moment the 12 jurors plus 4 alternates were chosen.
You put 16 strangers in a room and tell them, hey, you guys got to live together for a week.
And the seriousness of the situation was made all too clear, even at the hotel where they were kept secluded. No phones, no clock radios, no outside influences.
Instead of just taking the power cord, they tore the TV's off the wall.
As the trial stretched on, there was one witness for the state, Cornelius Smith, an admitted gunman who was most memorable, we were told, but not for the reason the prosecution was pinning its hopes on.
Statement after statement, he's rebutted by his own statement. So if this is the prosecution's star witness, that case should have never went to trial.
In the end, it's not what was said or even presented that left the jurors deciding Govan should be cleared of all charges.
It's not what was there, it's what wasn't there.
A final decision was then reached with a show of hands.
You have to understand that I don't think anybody, but I'll just go with myself, felt great about the verdict.
Before the switch was flipped, signaling to the court after 3 hours of deliberation, the decision was made.
But we are not done yet. The juror we spoke with says this was emotional for those that had to make such a difficult decision. The four persons' message to Young Dolph's family, that story at 5 o'clock. Reporting for your news.
Connecticut, we got one. Express your talent. Ty Berry, say LeBron. Let's go. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Niggas talking shit cause I'm not around like I'm gone. Shit was real like you said I would've been on your mama's lawn. Met you at the corner store, lay it by your car. It ain't about no investment, so no I don't respond. Pay my own bills, you live for free with your baby moms. I drive my own cars, I went from jail bars to the car to the bar. I'm a star, I ain't put rapping from the star, cause that's what they are. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Like the king of Memphis, I'm about to run it up like Dolph. About to take off on that no rip, take off. Money train on the way, no stops, rip the brakes off. Unlike Bernie, the feds came, I made off. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Around P-Mo 3, I got that dog food, fuck shoes. I'm stepping on next and hard to see the bag don't talk, the bag make moves. That's why you don't see me next to you. A spade's a spade, nigga know I'm not throwing shades, but I look better than Thug and these YSL shades. Smoking blueberry haze, taking shots to Don J. You ain't talking M&M's, I got nothing to fucking say.